going on YouTube? Back in the garage. Yeah, this is going to be my first official video of working in my new shop. In this video we're going to be going over my new project. It's a 2002 Suzuki Bandit 1200N. I got a great price for it. It did not run when I first got it. I was going to film the whole thing when I first bought the bike and all that, but I was lazy, so it is what it is. But I'm going to get you all caught up to speed in what I've done to the bike so far. So let's just jump right into it. Alright, you guys, here it is. Again, it's a 2002 Suzuki Bandit 1200N. N stands for naked. There's no fairings or anything in the front. You can get them with fairing or without. This is the one without, obviously. Alright, let me start by when I first bought the bike. It was a gamble. It did not run. It needed a starter. I tried to compression start it. Didn't want to fire over. I took a big gamble and it turned out to be a good one. So in turn, so far what I've done was I put a new starter in. Brand new starter. When I put the new starter in, I went to go turn it over and it would do a compression, but then it would start spinning real fast. In turn, I pulled this cover off. As you can see, it's polished. I did that. Inside here is what you call a starter clutch gear. It looks like this right here. This is a starter clutch gear, and basically the starter turns, this locks up and makes the motor do the compression. This wasn't locking, this outer ring, so I took it all apart just to find out. Obviously when I first looked, there's like gnar marks all over. It looks like somebody had a big pair of channel locks on it to hold it still when I tightened up this center bolt. I took it all apart to find out that the inside of here is missing teeth. Where is it? Right there. Missing 5 teeth. So in turn, when you go turn the starter, it would just free spin and kind of grab, but it wouldn't, it wouldn't spin the motor over fast enough like it should. So I had to get another one of these. Got one, I used one off of eBay, put that in, and now it kicks it over, the starter kicks it over as it should. So yeah, I did a starter, new starter clutch gear, and if you look, the back of this gear, there's no way for those teeth to come out and fall into the motor. So I'm thinking when somebody had this apart before, hence the marks from the channel locks or something, they must have dropped this and the teeth fell out and they never put it back in. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm still going to drop the oil pan just to make sure that those teeth aren't sitting in the bottom of the oil pan. So, but I did that. The bike didn't have these side covers on each side, so I had to get new, not new, but find used one of those. I bought new pod filters, and they're a little on the small side. I might be able to make them work, but we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. I gotta take these carbs off and rebuild them. But the bike does turn over, does start and run. Just runs kind of like shit. So another thing that I did was, here's the cluster that came with it. It was all broken on the back and stuff. So another one of these that is in fair condition, it might have like need these right here. Might need this back part, which mine is messed up. Good one of these is like 250 bucks, and that's, it might be a 600 or something, or you might get lucky and find a 1200. They have 1200 goes up higher in speed, and the red limiter line is different. Instead of buying one of those, I found a good deal on a Koso digital gauge that was already pinned for this bike. It was basically all plug and play. The only thing it did not come with was the little magnets that go in here. I gotta get those yet. Then mount this to somewhere around here or something like that, and it will count. It'll pick up the magnets as they pass through here, and it'll give me a speed reading. What else have I done? Oh, the exhaust, it had an exhaust on it, whole set exhaust. Unfortunately, it's all scuffed up and has a big ding in here. And this was on the bike when I had it on its side for when I was doing the starter clutch gear, and it was actually sitting on its side for like a week. So I'm thinking oil actually got past the exhaust valve and leaked in there, and in turn soaked the packing inside the exhaust. So when I started for the first time, it was smoking so bad. So I knew I was going to have to get another exhaust, so I just took it off and just ran it without the exhaust. So as in features, I also put these clip-ons on. I'm not 100% done with them yet, but I gotta get different grips. These grips that I bought, I'm not really a big fan of them. It's just not working out, but it had this bar on it that sat real high, and wasn't a big fan of it. Plus, I think they're actually a little bit tweaked. I think the bike went down on the right-hand side, on this side right here, and tweaked the bar a little bit. And this bracket here is kind of tweaked to the side. I got to straighten that or get another bracket or something. And I got a lot of stuff I got to do to the bike. There was a big dent right here. I'll show a picture of it right here. I got the dent out using actually glue sticks, hot glue sticks. Melted them, stuck it to it, yanked it up, and got the dent 95% out. I am going to be painting the tank. I'm going to be painting the tail section, and I'm going to be repainting the frame, because the frame isn't going to go with the color scheme I'm going with, because the frame has purple flakes in it. When you get the sunlight on it, it's all purple flake, which is nice and everything, but I'm not going to keep the bike purple. I'm going to do something else. What else have I done? I had to straighten out a few wiring issues, like behind the headlight. Somebody, instead of using even butt connectors or something, they use wire nuts and duct tape to make the wiring connections for the turn signals and stuff. I had to redo all of that. So unfortunately I didn't film any of that. Really regret it, but yeah, so this video is just to get you guys up to speed. Also has a nice Corbin seat. I have a mixed feelings about that. I might actually try to source out a OEM one and sell this one. I don't really like the way it's shaped. I don't know. It is comfortable. Of course, as a Corbin seat, it's comfortable. So, what else have I done? Other than that, it's pretty much it. I'm going to start it up so you guys can hear it. It's loud. I'm not going to run it that long. Got to be respectful of my neighbors and stuff like that. So I'm going to start it up and you guys can hear how it sounds. Alright, I'm going to start it up. It only came with one key. And the key is actually, if you look, it's kind of tweaked a little bit. I think somebody tried to steal this bike at one point, because when I put the key in, there's like a certain spot where it's like the happy spot in order for it to turn over. So I'm going to have to fix that also. I'm going to just click over no matter what whenever you put the key in. So sometimes you have to mess with it a little bit just to get the key to turn over. Kind of have to like push it to the front and it turns. It's kind of goofy. This is on. Alright, this is choke off. Like it's, let's say about 30 degrees in here. See if she starts. Alright, it fired over, but got choke on now. Yeah. So, as you can see, carb needs a little bit more work yet. It does like spitter at idle and stuff like that, hesitant when you hit the throttle and stuff like that. So I have to go over the carb and even sync it, which I'm going to buy a new tool for. I'm going to buy one of those syncing gauges and everything, which I'm pretty stoked about. They're really cheap, so I'm surprised I don't have one already. But yeah, that's the bike. I'm really excited to do this build. If you're interested in watching me bring this Suzuki Bandit back to life, just follow along.